This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, we have created some reference data sets, and we have created some jobs, and we try to create an employee, and while creating an employee, we try to see the jobs which are attached to particularly to a custom reference data set. You remember it, right? You understand those things also, right? I remember. Let me close some pages here, else it will be hanging around. Yeah, today let me show it to you. Yesterday we discussed about all these things, creating some reference data sets and business units and business unit set assignment, and we try to create some jobs and we try to attach the jobs which is related to a custom reference data set. And now today we will discuss about these things. Till now we have discussed about enterprise structures and workforce structures. Now in workforce structures we will be discussing about locations, grades, jobs and positions. Okay. We have already created all those things using enterprise structure configurator. Now we will create it. Now we are creating individually everything. Okay, for today you will be dealing with locations and organizations. Okay, in location and organizations we are having all these setups: manage locations, manage divisions, manage departments, manage disability organizations, manage reporting establishments, manage organization trees, and manage collective agreements. I will be discussing everything. I will try to complete the whole setup, these things for today, and I will try to complete some compensation part also for today within the span of 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes. Okay, see here as here it is. Let me increase the font. Here manage location is having double star. Double star is nothing but keyed by set ID. Okay, keyed by set ID means it means that we will be attaching a reference data set while creating a location. That's it. The meaning of double star is keyed by set ID, which exactly means that while you create a location, we will be attaching, we will giving a reference data set while creating a location. That means that, well, divisions are optional. If you remember, I have created divisions using enterprise structure configurator. Okay, but if you consider here after creating the whole enterprise structure using enterprise structure configurator, I'm trying to create the set of things individually. While creating individually, I didn't create any divisions in this particular if you consider in this particular table: manage enterprise information, manage legal address. Here I never created division, since division is not like since divisions can be put at any point. Okay, divisions can be put let me talk about the structure one more time. Okay, see here, as I said, that enterprise, whatever I talk, it will all revolve around enterprise and other enterprise structures. Okay, and next 2 days we will be talking about related to this. And then if I stop talking about enterprise, it means that we covered the enterprise. We covered entire global HR functional setups. Okay, enterprise. After enterprise, in general, we will be having divisions. In general, this is the default organization structure. Enterprise default organization structure on enterprise structure, which was recommended by Oracle. Okay, or else let me complete this: divisions, legal entities, and business units and departments. This is the default organization structure or enterprise structure which was followed by Oracle. What is the difference between the default organization structure and some client may use in a different way? I mean, they will keep the legal entities, they will keep the divisions after legal entities. Okay, that's since divisions is an optional thing and it is not exactly placed before legal entities or after enterprise. It can be placed between legal entities and business units also. Okay, that's all depends upon the client requirement. We have to understand the client requirement, and accordingly we need to create the enterprise structure or organization structure. Okay, that one point I want to communicate. Let me go for the, that's the reason after all creating all the enterprise and legal entities and business units, now we are discussing about divisions. Okay, Before going to create a division, let me go for create a location and what are all the steps will be there in locations. Before going to creating a location, let me discuss about locations and other things using this PDF document. Okay, yeah, see here, locations and organizations. The following table shows the suggested sequence and high level purpose of enterprise and work structure tasks. Here, manage the locations. At what point we need to create a location? The locations will be created to assign, for example, a particular employee is working in particular location of the company. At that point of time, we need to, for attaching the location details for the location details of the company to the employee, we will be creating a location. It's a physical location, something like where the employee is working on, or something like any. It's something like a physical location or mail distribution. Okay. Uh, at that point we'll be creating a location. I will show how to create a location. Everybody knows what is the setup task for creating a location, as you are already familiar of Oracle Fusion HCM. For any task we need to just put manage in front of that particular task. In general, for creating departments, manage departments. For creating locations, manage locations. For creating a business unit, manage business unit. Okay, something like that. We need to keep manage or create in front of that particular business object. That will be the task name. Okay, in the same way for creating locations, manage locations. Okay, let me read these also. Divisions. Divisions is an optional one, since asterisk symbol here in this document denoted it's an optional task. Divisions refer to business. As I already said that when I am using enterprise structure configurator, divisions and business objects, divisions and business units will be created based upon the geography or line of business. Same is communicated here also. A division refers to a business or product oriented subdivision. Divisions are used in HCM to define the management organization hierarchy. Using the generic organization hierarchy, this hierarchy can be used to create organization-based security profiles. And what divisions use it for? To create security profiles, divisions can be helpful. While talking about security, I'll let you know what are all the different types of security profiles and how can you attach a security profile to employees via roles. Okay. I will discuss these security profiles while talking about security. Okay, divisions will be helpful in creating a security profile. Okay, there will be 10 types of security profiles: position security profile, person security profile, worker security profile, organization security profile. All those are there. Okay, I will be discussing about those security profiles while talking about security. Okay, let me talk about the divisions now. Yeah, I already completed divisions. Let me go for departments. Departments, yeah, this is where we will attach an employee. Department is also one type of organization. Okay, even enterprise is also one type of organization. It's one type of organization. Even legal entity is also one type of organization, whereas business unit is also one type of organization, where department divisions also one type of organization, and departments also one type of all are organizations, but at different levels. Okay, all are part of the enterprise structure. You are able to understand my point, right? You can call all these business units, all these enterprise structures as organizations. Department is one type of organization, division is one type of organization. Okay, and what is a department? Is a it's a organization where we will attach the employee to the where we attach an employee. Means whenever you hire an employee, first of all we'll give the legal employer name, and then you will give the department details. Once you give the business unit, for that business unit we will be having set of departments, and for that department we will be attaching an employee. Let me show it in clear in the instance, that then it will be more clearer. What I am saying is anything will be fine, any instance will be fine. Sorry, I'm not sure whether this person is having all the options. Anyway, is having access to person management. See here, if you try to search some person 40020, I'm not creating a new hire. I'm just trying to show the employee who is already hired. Okay. If you have a look, the person number is 40020. I already discussed what is work relationship. There is a relationship between this legal employer and to this person, where we will give the legal employer name. After then, we will be giving assignment details. In assignment details, once if you give the business unit, depending upon the business unit, uh, for this business unit, one reference data set will be attached, as I already communicated. Depending upon the different data sets, departments, jobs, positions, and everything, here you will give the department. What I want to communicate is here, for a person, we will be attaching legal employer. Under legal employer, will be for the assignment details, will give the business unit, and then business unit, depending upon the business unit, will give the department. It means that this person belongs to particularly this department. Okay. What I want to communicate is the person belongs to this department. That's it. Let me go for this again. Yeah, see here. Uh, Department is an organization type where we will attach the employee date. That's it. And manage disability organization. It's also an optional thing. For the come down. For the external organization which workers with disabilities are registered, users are required in some localization of option within USA. What he is managed disability organization, it is some with it is something like the enterprise. I mean, whoever is implementing this particular Fusion HCM should be having dealing with some external organization and should be registered with that company, so that it will be helpful for the disabled persons, and it is optional for USA. And I'll try to show this particular task also if time permits. Okay. Let me create a location as of now. Okay. See here, there is something, some data given for locations. A location identifies physical address of a workforce structure such as a department or position. Okay. You enter information. Yeah, as I already said that location is something, a physical address for any position or for any department. You enter information about a location only once. Subsequently, when you set up with workforce structures, you select the location of list. You also create locations to enter addresses of external organizations. Location exists as separate structures and you use it for reporting and in rules that determine employee eligibility for various types of compensations and benefits. Depending upon the locations, the employee compensations and benefits will be deferred. For US, the compensation will be deferred, the benefits will be deferred. For India, the compensation and benefits will be deferred. Okay. For UK, the compensation and benefits will be deferred. Depending upon the location, the compensation and benefits will also get deferred. Let me try to create an location. Since it's my client instance, even though I will try to create a location. No, I want to. Let me try to open another instance. I'll try to pick up this. Oh, it's not working. Okay, let me use my client instance. What I can do. Yeah, see here, I'm already using this client instance. Just to create a, as I already said that locations, departments, positions, jobs, and grades are all workforce structures. Okay, all these workforce structures will be in one place. To navigate for workforce structures, I already said so many times, and one more time I'm saying, please write it on board. Please mention that I'm also writing for you. All these are workforce structures. To navigate, you need to go for navigator. Under navigator, we'll be having my client groups. Under that, we will having workforce structures. Okay, here, or else you can do it from here also. My client groups, already we are in my client groups. You can come here and click on workforce structures. or else if you can come for navigator and click on my client here under my client groups, and you click on workflow stretches. Wherever, in whatever way you come, you will come to this place. Okay, as I already said that what are all the workflow stretches are: positions, jobs, grades, business units, uh, I mean organizations, something like, as I already said that business unit is one organization, department is one organization, division is one organization. See here, enterprise is one organization, whereas legal entity is one organization. All are organizations. Okay, that is the reason I have just communicated that in the organization point we will be having all these enterprise structures. Okay, locations and legal entities. Okay, some are enterprise structures and some are workforce structures. I think you came to know what are enterprise structures and what are workforce structures. You understand the difference between, you understand what are the business components related to enterprise structure as well as workforce structures. Let me go for the next step. We are creating location. Let me create a location. Location is a standalone business object. Nothing else will be there for this. Yeah. If you want to search what are all the locations already in the instance, it's my client instance, right? Already I'll be having so many locations already loaded into my instance. Let me go and check. If I want to check any location containing starts with contain something like this, I'll try to search. Actually, my client standards are something like they're creating everything starting with XX. That's the reason I'm just searching with XX. It's a typical standard. In general, client will start with their initials, but I don't know who made it, who made that follow starting with XX. Those are so many locations as of now in my instance. If you come down, it will ask to scroll more and more. There are so many locations in my client instance. Okay, let me open a location and then I will create a new location. Just to open the first one, see here, as I already said that when you create a location, we will attach this location to one reference dataset. That this location will be available in this particular custom reference dataset along with common reference dataset, common or enterprise. But enterprise is not using nowadays. That's the reason this location will be available for the employees while creating an employee. When you give some business unit, then this location will come into picture when we are using this particular custom reference dataset or common set. I will try to explain this afterwards. See here, what are all the location information, what are all the details that has given. See here, the name has to be given, the code has to be given, and need to make this active so that it can be used. If you didn't give the status as active, this location cannot be used to for any employee or for any department or for any position. Okay, and after that you can give the address details. Okay, these address details are coming from managed geographies. Depending upon the country we are selecting, the address style will come into picture, and all the mandatory information has to be given. Okay, let me take one parcel code 00659. That will be helpful for us. It's Puerto Rico. Okay, and we can give the mandatory information. The Okay, official language for this location, email. I mean, it's related to some company, right? If you want to contact that particular company, yeah, give me 1 minute. I'll be back. I'll be back within 2 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm telling about location, right? Yeah, where I am. See here. Uh, yeah, see here, these shipping details, ship to site, ship to locations, receiving site, all these are mandatory for if you are implementing supply chain management also. We need to give these details, ship to site and receiving site, bill to site. These details has to be given when you are implementing supply chain management, or else we don't need to give this. Along that, inventory organization, it's something like if you are working with supply chain management, you need to give these details. uh, this is location extra information. Okay, here till now, from here to basic details to this point, where this till this point. Okay, this is all about, this is global data. When you are creating a location, it will, the location, all these details will come globally wherever in the enterprise you're dealing, wherever you're trying to give the location. For this particular, wherever you're trying to use this particular location, all this information will be appear globally wherever in the enterprise. But after that, you are having some extra information. These are all extra information fields, and it is specific to some legislation. This is related to Spanish, and I will talk about this extra information after talking about DFF, value sets and descriptive flex fields, and then I'll talk about extra information fields, which are nothing but EFFs. Okay, and we can try to attach an EFF in at this place, or it is for Spanish property non-rented. It is an extra information field, and we can configure it here. And property rental, these are all related to specific to some legislation. Okay, these all belongs to Spanish, and this belongs to Spain. Okay, if they want to create a location in their language, with respect to their country details, we need to give the location details here. It is for specifically for one legislation, legislative information, all these things. These DUNS number, this related to United States, and this is United States EU, and it is all related to particularly to one location, one legislation. If you are, as it is, as my client is related to Sally Beauty, which is my client name, that is related to United States. That's the reason they try to give one value here. United States EU and veteran reporting information, HR reporting location. Yes, they are not using these things. My client is not using this data, their data. That's the reason I have used this DUNS number, headquarters establishment, NAICS number. I had used it, I had given some data for some other clients, but not to this client. Okay, we can give the reporting name of this particular location, if it is that is particularly for United States veteran reporting information. And these are all not mandatory information. If you work in 5 to 6 projects, then you can able to find, might be you can, then you can able to see the data for these particular fields. Okay, in general, the global information is up to from basic details to this receiving site, up to shipping details. Okay, and the shipping details will be dealt when you are working with supply chain management. Okay, and these all information is not mandatory, and if you work with some 6 to 7 clients, then you can able to fetch the data for these particular fields. Okay, let me try to create an location. It's a simple task. To create a location, we need to come for manage location, and then we need to click on create. Okay, once, yeah, you can give some effective date. If you're trying to use this location from the past 2000, you need to give the location effective. You need to give the effective date, something like 1 month 2000. As my client is some 30 years old company, you can give something like 1990. There might be locations which are using by my client from past 1990. If I'm giving the location set as common set, this location can be available for any employee. Okay, if I'm trying to give some reference custom data set, okay, uh, I'm having these all sets. Okay, this is for United States, and this is for Puerto Rico. This is for enterprise set, and this is common set, and this Canada set. Enterprise set will not be used generally. you will be using common set or another three sets. My client is working in 3 countries. One is Canada, another one is Puerto Rico, another one is United States. That's the reason they have created 3 reference data sets. Okay. If I want to find this location particularly in Canada, okay, then I need to give Canada set. I'll give Canada set and I'll try to fetch this particularly. And I need to talk about this action reasons and actions. Okay, I will talk about this. I'm not giving any action reason since it's not a mandatory field, but I will talk about this today only. Yeah, let me create. I need to give some name. XX dummy location. Okay, I don't do like that. XX some test location. Test one location. Okay, the code is XXT1, and I should give the status as active. Where I'm having active and inactive. If I select inactive, I can't use this location anywhere. Okay, I'm selecting active. If it is an inventory organization, I don't know what will be the values to here. If it is an inventory organization, if you're dealing with supply chain management, you can make this inventory organization. Okay, and let me give. You need to give the what is the address of this particular location. Let me give something like 540, 560 down street. Whatever you can give it here. And it is street 2. I already copied some zip code. I think it will be useful. See here. Okay, and this is all the mandatory information we need to give while creating a location. See here, this is a simple step. This is only one step, and you can click on review, or you can directly submit it. If you do any changes to check what is the change, you can click on review. Since it's not a change, it's not an update, it's not a correction, I'm trying to submit it. You don't need to review it also, since it's a direct creation. Yeah, now try to search. I'm just clicking on basic. XX test, I had given text 1, right? Yeah, see. Mm, I have attached to location set. No? This was just created, right?
Sir, location name, do we put city address or just the name of the location or street name?
Oh, just need to give the address. I didn't get your question exactly, Abhi. Can you please ask it again?
For name, what do we put the street address or no? Never mind. I see.
Yeah,
For
for
name, we
location
can
name.
put anything.
Yeah, for location name, right? You're asking
Yes.
this one, right? Yeah. This information can be given by the client, and as per the client information, you will name the location. Sorry, I forgot the name of the location. I have created access space test one location, and I'm trying to search XX code actually. That's the reason I didn't get it. I need to give some space and I need to search on. Now my location came into picture. Actually, I had given some address line and everything, right? And even you can see this in a map also. I had given some postal code, right? Depending upon these things, this can be seen in the map also. I don't know about these areas. Maybe this 0 is representing the location what I had given. Okay. Yeah. We have created location. and we had given the information, and this is our location what you have just created. And let me go for yeah, that's communicated. Representing locations on a map. Location that you create a represent on a map for easier identification and access. I don't know what was communicated above. I think I have talked about all these things. Yeah, I already said that a location will be attached to one one of the reference data set. Users can access the location to which they have access and the common set. As I already said that users can access the location to which they have access and the common set. If I use Canada reference data set, okay, if see here, they have picture represented very well. UK business unit, UK location set, London, Oxford, Cambridge, can also access common set, whatever they are in common set. Along with those locations, a person can also access whatever they're in custom data set. UK business unit, it contains one reference data set, UK location set, and what are all there present in UK location set. Along with that, what are all there in common set can be accessed by the persons. You understand, right, what I'm saying? I have created a location, and for then we need to create an organization. Organization nothing but I need to create divisions. Okay, before going to divisions, let's discuss what it is mentioned here. Organization is a class based upon the purpose of division, department, and legal entity. You can define an organization in the multiple classification reflect your enterprise structure. For example, an organization may be classified as a cost center and a sales department. Enterprise, the organization model includes three tightly integrated areas. One is Excel, extended legal entity owned by financials and is used to capture financial information. This extended legal entity will come into picture when you are implementing financials management. Indeed, is nothing but legal entity, but you need to do some processes to make it extended legal entity for the to legal entity. And HCM organization mainly for internal organizations, customer data management to maintain external organization, third-party provider, for example, child support monitoring. Yeah, see here, I need to talk about these trees also, Hcm trees. Okay, they graphically represent the organization structure data in hierarchy. Okay, till now I have said so many things like, and I have talked about enterprise structure configurator. Enterprise structure configurator will helpful in creating organizations. Okay, but it doesn't help in creating departments, it doesn't help in creating positions, it doesn't help in creating geographies. Okay, and what are the HCM trees? HCM trees is also a hierarchical representation of departments, organizations, positions, and geographies. Okay, what will come under what? That's nothing but a tree. It will be a tree format. Okay, what will come under what? No, that's some it's simple. An HCM tree. The name itself is indicating what will come under what. Okay, and what are all the types of HCM trees in Oracle Fusion HCM is departments, organizations, positions, geographies. Enterprise structure configurator will be helpful in creating organization structure, organization HCM tree. Okay, but we need to create department trees, we need to create position trees, and we need to create geographies. And one more point, enterprise structure configurator will be helpful in creating organization tree, that too up to a certain extent. If the organizations are more in number, we can't use enterprise structure configurator. Okay, enterprise structure configurator is a guided tool. How will you create the enterprise structures up to a limited level? You understand my point? If the organization structure is more, we need to create manually everything. Okay, see here, if you consider my client organization structure, I will try to open it. What is the task for creating organization structure is manage organization tree. What is the task for create organization tree is manage organization tree. Okay, I'm directly going to that particular task. Before going to the, did I miss anything here? No, right? I have talked about these locations and everything, and this is not there in the recent update. That's the reason I have skipped it. This manage approvals for organization transactions is this step is removed from the recent update. That's the reason I didn't talk about this. Let me come for this. Yeah, I said that I have used Canada set, and I'll show the difference related to that. And after showing the impact of that, I'll talk about this particular thing. Yeah, after showing the impact of using Canada set, I will be trying to create Hcm trees. Okay, as I said that I have created this access test under Canada set. Now let me open one more tab, duplicate tab. Yeah, type create. See here, I try to create a new person, hire an employee. Yeah, let me create with some old date. See here, I need to talk about actions and action reasons. Every time we create an employee, there will be a reason. Hire action, hire reason. Okay, what is the action is hire, and what is the reason is hire to fill vacant position hired via Equifax. Okay, Equifax is a third tool which is helpful for my client to hire persons. That's the reason. If any person is hired using Equifax, that has to be migrated to Fusion HCM uh, uh, through HDL. Okay, that's the reason I need to select hire to fill vacant position. And the legal employer is something like uh, Canada. Since my business unit is also Canada, I'm just giving that. Last name is Vinod. Okay, Vinod Kumar. I need something. I will not create the whole setup. I will not create hire an employee. To a certain extent, I will go. Mail. Date of birth should be given. Already select some personal number. Now it is related to US, right? That's the reason nothing is coming to picture. Let me search some Canada random postal address. Oh, see here how crazy this. Yeah. In the next step, I will be selecting the business unit. In the employment information tab, I will be selecting the business unit. And in in that business unit, I will be attaching the department. That's what I communicated previously. Let me select a business unit. Locations. Depending upon the business unit, locations will come into picture. See here, we have created one location. The name is x6 space test. Let's test that whether it is coming into picture. This came into picture. Along with this, okay, as a selected Canada business unit, I'm able to see the location here. Okay, and one more time I'm searching for you. As my business unit is that, I'm able to see this location. Okay. Now I will modify the business unit, and I will use something Puerto Rico business unit. Okay. Yeah, see here. I have created Puerto Rico. I have selected Puerto Rico business unit. Now I will try to search the location. My location, what the location I have created. Okay. My location is XX. I'm searching the same manner. Now it will not come into picture. See here, it had thrown a no roads to display. Since the business unit is Puerto Rico, which is now I have created the location in Canada set. Okay, if it is a common set, let me go and let me go for edit this. Let me modify this particular location set. Correct. Once it is created, it can't we cannot modify this reference data set. That's the reason I will be creating one more location. It's a small step, right? I'll be creating one more location with common set. Create. It's a common set. I'm giving xx space test2 location. And I'll giving xxt to L. Status is active. And let it be United States or Canada, whatever, no issues. Address line 1 is 680, 670. Gateway. Postal code I have selected here. These are all the mandatory information. I'm clicking on submit. Since I have created this particular location xx test2 block as a common set, now try to use whatever. I have selected the business unit as Puerto Rico. Now try to search my location. xx test2. Is the name is wrong or what? It's a common set, right? One second. I just need to make it refresh. Okay. Now try searching. What happened? One second. I just need to check what is the effective date the location was created. See here, the small mistake I have done is this location was created with respect to 9/10/2019 date. Correct it. I'm trying to hire this employee 9/3/2019, but the location what I have created is 9/10/2019. Means this location will come into active from 9/10/2019 from today onwards. But I'm trying to hire an employee at 9/3/2019. That might be one reason that is not coming into picture. Let's check one more time. See here, try to see now what is the date this location was created. Yeah, 1/1/2010. Try to search one more time. The business unit is this one, and the location is, yeah, now it came into picture. The reason is I have created the location with the present date, but I'm trying to hire an employee with past date. Okay, we can't search that was not in exist. That's the reason it doesn't came into picture. Now we're able to see this particular location with US business unit. Okay, in the same way, try to search with some other business unit or Canada business unit. Location. See here, whatever the business unit, for any business unit, one reference data set will be attached. Whatever the business unit and whatever the reference data set, since we have created the location attaching to common reference data set, we are able to see the data, whatever the business unit we are hiring an employee. Everyone understand this reference data sets and business units concept, right? If any questions, please let me know.
Yes, sir. We got it.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, we have created location, and everybody understand how to create a location and what is the impact of creating the location with some past, with some present date, and trying to hire an employee with past date. You're not able to fetching the location details for that employee, right? That's the reason we need to create a location with some past date only. Okay, now let me go for action. Okay, I have shown the impact of that particular I mean uh, Canada business reference data set and everything, right? And let me go for creating a Hcm tree. What are the different types of Hcm trees in this? Open it. For creating an Hcm tree is nothing but a tree-like structure for departments or for organizations or positions or geographies. Okay, we already dealt with organizations. Organization nothing but what you have created till now. Please have a look. This department Hcm tree has to be created for reporting purposes. Okay, and for organizations also is useful for reporting purpose, and at the same time this is a mandatory setup we have to deal with to create our enterprise structures. Organization Hcm tree is nothing but our enterprise structures. Okay, enterprise structures. Okay, in enterprise structure, by using enterprise structure configurator, we cannot create more than 4 or 5. Okay, structures. We need to go individually, or we need to go load individually everything, and that has to be set in a tree format, and you will be having the position Hcm tree, and this is also for reporting purpose, and even geography is also there. Control Z. And these geographies will be useful for reporting purpose, and that at the same time for work scheduling also. For different geographies, the holidays will be deferred, right? For those work schedules, we'll be creating these geographies. Okay, let me go and create a department first. I'm sorry, I should come here. To create departments, I think the navigation. Let me come for this particular setup and maintenance. See here, we are at this is the place where we come across functional setup management tasks, and that is stipulated to particular offerings. If you're we'll be having different offerings, what my client has taken. My client has taken workforce deployment and workforce development. That is the reason I'm able to see only 2 offerings here. If you want to opt some more else, you can go here, come to here, actions, and go to offerings. Okay, you can see all the offerings what are there in what are there to my particular implementation instance. As of now, my client opted for workforce development and workforce deployment. This one and this one. If you want to select those things, other things also, you can select it. Since the client instance, I'm not selecting anything. And if you go for opt-in features, see here, you can able to see what are all my client has having license. Click on done, and this is where the functional setup manager stick to a particular offering. And this is where if you come here and search, this is the place where the functional setup manager, global functional setup manager. Okay, this is where you can search for all the tasks. But if you set something stipulated to a particular offering, it will come here. For example, if you search for a particular task like manage common lookup, we cannot see, you cannot see this particular thing here, since no task associated to enable functional areas and features of this offering were found. Okay, this particular task is not related to this particular offering. That's the reason I am not unable to see this particular task here. Whereas you can see, you can have a look on the same task here. If you try to search the same task here, we can able to see that since it's a global search area, it's something like global FSM place. Okay, let me search here only. We are in workforce deployment. What are all the setups needed for our Hcm trees is can be found here itself. Something like manage percentage. Please, if you search like this, you're able to see what are all the trees that our Fusion HCM is supporting. As I already said that there will be only 4 trees: manage department trees, manage organization trees, manage position trees, and manage geography trees. Before going to department trees, we need to create a department, since we will be using departments in the department trees. Okay. Good.
Can you, Sharma, can you give us the instance of username and password once again in the website? Because it's not working when I'm trying to log in.
Is it?
And yeah, at the end of the class. Awesome.
Yeah, I'll ping it right now, no issues. Okay, let me go for my class.
The website for the instance.
I didn't get you exactly. What do you mean from website?
The website for signing in to the Oracle R12, like what the website is. Can you ping that as well?
URL.
Yeah, your
Oh, sorry.
URL.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll ping at the end of the class. Please remind me at that point of time. I'll be taking another half an hour class. Okay. Let me try to. Yeah, before creating manage department trees, we need to create a department. But I didn't create a department. That's the reason I will try to create a department first, and then I'll come to department trees. Okay. Before talking about department trees, I need to talk about organization trees first, then I will go for department trees. But however, I'll try to create a department first, manage departments. 1 second, I'm not sure whether that. Yeah, manage departments. Yeah, departments is the organization which you will directly attach to the employee. Okay. To create a department, it's the same way how you create locations, jobs, positions, and everything. It's the same way we'll create the departments. See here, even department will be attached to one reference data set. Now I will not show the impact of attaching different reference data sets. I think everybody understand the reference data set concepts. Now onwards, I will not show that impact. Okay, I will select some different data set and I will show you attaching to some employee. Okay, name of the reference data set XX test DEPT1 access test1 DEPT. Okay. Okay, and Since you need to key this an active, then only you can able to use this department, otherwise you cannot make it. And this HR or payroll department, and this department belongs to HR or payroll, you can make it yes or no. If it is a payroll department and this department is able to it can be useful in running the payroll and everything. Okay, and for the department we will attach the location. If any location is needed to attach, we can load where this department is exactly located. For that we can attach the location, and why you are creating this department, that action reason you can attach it here. Okay, but as it's not a mandatory field, I'm not attaching anything here, I'm not giving anything. And this is all about, and we can attach some context values. This is nothing but DFF values. And I'm having here two options. One is create a new one, or select an existing organization, define a department. You can create you can load so many organizations at one point of time. Something like you have loaded some legal entities or some business units, you can make a business unit into department. Okay, that's the reason we are having a business option like select an existing organization, define a department, define as a department. You can make a business unit into department. That's the reason we are having this option also. But I'm just trying to create a new department. I'm not selecting this option. I'm selecting this option. Now I have given all the mandatory information related to department. Let me click next. See here, even for the department also, I have given the global details. Now from here, we can give the department reporting name, something like the same name, test1 DEPT. And the manager for the department can be given here. Okay, since it's not a mandatory field, I'm not giving. But if you are working in real time, here you cannot give the manager details. Why? Because the manager details will come into picture only after loading all the workers. Some of the person will be a worker, some of the worker will be a manager. You understand my point? Once if you load all the departments, all the first you need to load the enterprise structures, and then workforce structures, and then workers. Okay, I'm talking this every time. First of all, the sequence of loading the data. First you need to do setups for enterprise structures, and you can load the enterprise structures after doing the setups, okay, by using data loader. And then we need to do setups for workforce structures. Okay, after workforce structures comes under these departments, locations, jobs, positions, grades. Okay, once if you load all the load all the workforce structures, then we will go for workers, and which worker belongs to which department, which job, which position, and which grade, everything will come into place after loading all the workforce structures. Okay, without loading the workforce structures, we can't load the workers. Okay, because we can't get the worker information for if you consider a particular employee, Abhi Adla. This Abhi Adla we don't know for which job he is there in the organization, for which position he is there in the organization. We don't know the business objects. We don't know the information about the particular employee. That's the reason we need to load first these things, enterprise structures and workforce structures, then you need to go for workers. Means that a manager is also a worker. Okay, we will not get the manager details here since it's a workforce structure. Once if you load this, then only we can go for this manager information. That's the reason we will not give this manager information initially. Okay, and if the company is and we can give this GL cost center information if this particular department is responsible for running the payroll. And as I already discussed in my previous classes, we will give workday information at enterprise level, at legal entity level, and at department level, and at assignment level. You remember it? I said it so many 2 times or 3 times when I am talking about work enterprise and legal entity, and I'm again talking at department. This work time schedule will be at enterprise level, legal entity level, and then department. I'm just want to give comma, department, and then the same workday information will be there at assignment level also. Okay, I will show it to somebody. Hire an employee rate. Start time and end time of this particular assignment, a particular job. We will give start time and end time here also. In the same way, work start time and work end time. Whatever, if the information is given, if some information is given at department level, something like 09, sorry, 09 a.m. to something like 18 p.m., something like 6 p.m. And if you give some information at this level, start time and end time here also, something like 08 a.m. start time and a.m. to 6:05 p.m. Okay, it means that I'm giving information at assignment level and I'm giving information at department level. And if you're selecting this department for this particular assignment, okay, what it means is this will take the precedence. Okay, the precedence is in this format. Assignment is the highest precedence, next the department. And if you're trying to select the legal entity, the same legal entity where the department is located, and the legal entity is the next, I mean, the lowest level of precedence when compared to this, and the enterprise is the lowest level of precedence for this workday schedule. Okay, there will be an enterprise. If you consider one company like Infosys, Infosys is one of the enterprise. In Infosys, there will be so many legal entities and so many departments and so many business units. Okay, for enterprise, the workday schedule, I mean, something like 9 to 6 p.m. But in that enterprise, there will be so many legal entities. Legal entity is nothing but India legal entity. India legal entity might be their companies 9 to 6 to 9 to 7. Then something they need to work for mandatory 9 hours 15 minutes. Then it will be 9 to 6:15. Okay, the workday schedule is 9 to 6:15, 15 minutes extra for them. Okay, if you consider any department in the Infosys, they need to work for 9 to 6:30, and the 15 minutes extra. Their workday schedule will be different. Okay, depending upon the department, depending upon their legal entity, and depending upon the enterprise. I mean, uh, at each time you are giving the work schedules, but department, we need to consider the department as the highest precedence. Since he is working in that particular department, he has to come at 9 o'clock and he has to go at 6:30. Okay, you understand, right? What is this particularly about this workday information and its precedence power from the enterprise to the legal entity to department and to assignment. Okay, and in the department he's working in a particular assignment or something like IT analyst. His job is IT analyst. Okay, as this job is an IT analyst, you need to work till 9 to 7 p.m., something like that. And this up to here it is a global data department related information. After then, it is specific to one legislation, France Department Information, Specific Work Accident, no, Canada Workers Compensation Department, and these are all specific to one of the legislation. It is for France, and this is for Canada, and this is for Canada Provisions Medical Department Information. That's it. If you want to create any other extra information field, also we can create that. Okay, and this is. Come on, click on next. Yeah, and you are at the final step. Yeah, by this our XX test one department is created, and we can use this department while creating an employee. Okay, whatever the workforce structure you are creating, we will attach this workforce structure to one of the worker. Okay, to one of the worker in the sense to one of the employee, a contingent worker or non-worker or pending worker, whatever you create a worker related thing, we will attach these workforce structures to that worker. Okay, let me go for this slide again. Yeah, I need to talk about the trees. As of now, as I already said, the department's Hcm trees will be useful for reporting and for security profiles. Okay, I already said that these particular department Hcm trees, Hcm tree will be useful for reporting as well as for using security profiles. Okay, even the organization is nothing but something like all the enterprise structures, and these positions will be useful for reporting and for security profiles. But geographies will be useful for work schedules, as means there will be different holidays depending upon the country, right? Depending upon the country and state. At that time, these Hcm trees will be useful for geographies, manage geographies, Hcm trees. Let me, as of now, first try to create manage organizations, and then I will show each department's positions and geographies going further. Yeah, by this I will conclude for the, I will try to create organizations, Hcm tree for organization. Okay. Even I will, as it's my client instance, I don't want to create it here. I will create in some dummy instance only. Let me open a tree which is already created, manage organization tree. Yeah, see here, I want to communicate one thing. My client Sally Beauty does not follow any enterprise structure configurator. Okay, if you search, if you go for enterprise structure configurator, uh, uh, um, to go for enterprise structure configurator, anybody remember the task name? Can you please say, somebody? I said it so many times. Define initial configuration. I said it so many times, and I said it in so many ways. Okay.
Initial configurator.
Not configurator, configuration. See here, if you see this, my client doesn't have any enterprise loaded here. Okay, it means that they have created everything from scratch using this organization, this manage organization trees itself. Okay, if I go manage organization tree, it will be more clearer to you. Yes, I'm showing it I'm saying one more time. My client doesn't create enterprise or any legal entities or any organizations, anything, any sort of organization using enterprise structure configurator. They have created everything using manage organization trees. Okay, let me go for that. I'm just clicking cancel, click on done. Now my task is manage organization. Manage organization trees. See here, this is the organization tree. Okay, my client name is Sally Beauty, and this is Sally Beauty, H for I don't know, Sally Beauty organization tree. This is the, let me open it. And this is the tree name. This is the organization tree name, and he had given the name and when it was started effective. And let me click on next. See here, this is my Sally Beauty Holdings is the enterprise name. Okay, under enterprise, I'm having so many legal entities. Under each legal entities, I'm having so many business units. Under each business unit, I'm having some departments. Under departments, I'm having uh, some other departments. Okay, see here, this is one department.
Explain department. What is a department?
Yeah, and this is sorry, you cannot mention that it's a department. Nothing will be mentioned in the organization tree. You need to say that you need to remember in a way that when you are creating an organization tree, this is the highest level, and this is the second level, and this is the third level, and this is the fourth level. Under fourth level, I'm having some departments. First of all, departments, and then it is something like business units, and then legal entities, and then divisions, and then enterprise. Okay, simple thing.
Department is HR is one department and organize like in the business unit.
You're correct. For a client will be having their own standards. Nothing, they will not create something like HR department. They will not create in such way, in such a way. They will create. They will follow some standards and they will create it. Try to
What standards? What are the standards?
Yes, So this means this is the, it's my client standard. I should not show this to you, but however my dummy instance is not working. That's the reason I'm showing it to you. This is BSG is nothing but BSG West Store Management Department. Okay, and on top of this there is something like business unit. Okay, they have created the business unit. Yeah, this is all loaded using some HDL loader. Okay, this all information will be given by the client. This all information will be given by the client, and there will be a discussion between the functional consultant, main functional consultant, senior folk functional consultant, and with the client functional consultant. They will discuss that my client organization structure will be in this format. Please load the organization structure, organization tree in this format, and I will show where this data came from also. Okay, let me try to open that. Empower Sally Beauty SPH migration list SPH Hcm R structure version v1. I think it is only, let me open it, I'm not sure. See here, they had given in an Excel format like this. BSG is the first one, and then corp. It's related to, see here, it's a department. Okay, uh, and this is something like VP is the VP is something like division, and Sally or BSG is nothing but enterprise. Business units will be there. Reason is nothing but related to business units, something like that. They will give the format in their style. We need to map with Oracle HCM organization structure. See, BSG is nothing but they have created concatenated the date, and VP is something like business. This is enterprise, this is division, and this is business unit, and this is something like departments. I think I forgot something. This is department, and this is business unit, and this is legal entities, and this is something like divisions, and this is something like Sally Beauty Holdings LLC is the company name, something like enterprise. Okay, we need to relate. We need to just relate our structure, our Oracle Fusion HCM structure with the client standards. Okay, and see here, this is exactly something like our enterprise structure only, but they named the things uh, with respect to their with respect to their standards. Okay, you understand, right? See here, I'll try to create one more organization structure in front of you. Thereby, it will be more clearer to you where it is. Yeah, I'm just clicking cancel. See here, if you want to create an organization structure, you just need to click on plus. You just need to name XX test org structure. You can give the test XXTBOS. That's it. And we will not give any more information. Organization tree, data source, everything will come into picture. Specific roles. See, and this was created now. Now click on here. This is my access test organization, just what I have created just now. And now click on actions. Need to create a tree version. I have created a tree, and now I need to create a tree version. XX. I'm giving some name like XX test version 1. Okay. Now click on and give some effective date. We'll give some effective date 1/1/2009. Effective start date is enough. Effective end date is not required. That's the reason I'm not giving. You can give the description and any notes. A new blank tree version created successfully. Click OK to do. Yeah, okay. Now the tree is created and tree version is created. Now you need to attach nodes. See here, specific value, tree node details. You can search the nodes. Let me search some node here, XX. Yeah. See here, I'm able to see all departments here. I just need to search some enterprise. I'm just removing this. I will get an enterprise directly now. Sally Beauty Holdings is my LLC at Renode. Okay, now we need to highlight this. Under this, we need to create one more something divisions or legal entities, whatever. Specific value, data source, organization tree, search. Classification name is something like divisions. Let's see what any divisions are there in my classification or not. See here, I'm having some divisions. They just mention the division names like this 1, 10, 100. They doesn't give any name for that. Okay, let me give some division. 100 division I'm selecting, right? At Renode. Okay. Under Sally Beauty Holdings, I have created a division. Okay. Now select this division and click on specific value. Okay, and click on search. Okay. Under this division, I'm trying to give some legal entity. Search. Legal entity is not in list. Classification name is legal entity. Legal entity is nothing but legal employer. Okay. See here, all these are legal employers. Which these list of legal employers you can able to see while I'm creating an employee, while hiring an employee. Let me search one legal entity. Sally Beauty LLC. At Renode. See here. Now under enterprise, I have created one division. Under one division, I have created a legal entity. I attach it. In this way, we need to load so many things. We can now I'm clicking on submit. See here. As of now, this is my this is one thing, and the other thing is here. It's my client one, and this is I have just created as a test org structure. Okay. Let me open it here. Okay, and both are similar as of now. I want to show one more thing here. If you see here, or if you see here, this is having the entire enterprise structure. This is having only one enterprise structure with one division and with one department. This is the main one. I should not touch this, but both are in draft modes. Okay, if it is in draft mode, you cannot use those enterprise structure. That is the reason I'm just making it active. Set status as active. Online audit. We need to click on online audit. Okay, once online audit is completed, when auditing is completed, the tree version, I mean the organization tree will become active. Only when the organization tree is inactive, we can use that organization tree for reporting purpose as well as for security profiles. Otherwise, that will not come into picture. Okay, please keep that in mind. Once if you create a tree, after creating tree version, after attaching nodes to the tree version, you need to make that active. Okay, these are all the 4 processes. Let me write that those processes. The organization tree. I have talked about only organization tree. Organization tree can be created with a setup task as manage organization tree. In this, there are 4 steps. We need to create a tree. We need to create an organization tree, and then we need to create org tree version. A simple thing, org tree version. Once org tree version is created, we need to attach the nodes from enterprise level for enterprise enterprise divisions, alias legal entities in the same format what I have shown to you, and then we will attach departments. We need to attach department. I should write here only business units and departments. And then 4th step is we need to make that active. Need to do audit, and make active. These are the 4 steps while creating an organization tree. Once it is active, okay, click on OK. Yeah, click on done. So now this become active. Okay, I have just created this now. This one now I will be removing this. Try to remove. Yeah, since it's my client instance, whatever I'm creating, I'm deleting it again. Yeah, see here. Now everything is in place. If I remove this here, it will be big impact for me. It will create a big problem for me. If I unfortunately remove this particular thing, it will create a big problem for me. That's the reason I don't want to touch my client instance. Okay, you understand my issues, right? Yeah, anyway, I have shown you how to create manage organization tree also. Let me come for this PDF document one more time. Department here I will talk about position and geographies in afterwards. Organization trees and ESCs. Yeah, if you use the ESC to create your enterprise structures, then a default organization tree is automatically created. What I have communicated about this previously. You can modify the tree and create additional organization trees. If you do not use ESC, then you create organization tree based on the predefined organization tree structure. You can secure HCM data by using an organization tree to identify organizations in the organization security profile. As I said that this organization tree can be used in organization security profile and for reporting purposes. Okay, creating an organization tree, creating a division and department. Yes, till here I have communicated. I have shown you how to create an organization tree. I have shown you how to create the department, and I have shown you how to create a division also. I think it is said that yeah, divisions also manage divisions. You can give 3 or 4 fields, nothing more than that. You can check it from your end. If I don't said about that, an organization tree have one classification only. Is it true or false? See here, an organization, all our organizations, enterprise is one classification, legal entity is one classification, and department is one classification. It means that an organization can have one classification only. It's false. Okay. You assign workers to department organization. It's true. As I already said that worker will be directly attached to department. It's an organization. Department is an organization. We will attach workers to department. It's true. Which of the following is a predefined tree? Department, organization, position, geography, all of the above. All are predefined trees. All of the above. Action track changes in human capital. I said actions and action reasons. Oh, so many things to doc. Yeah. If I'm talking everything, it will take so much of time. It's already 1.5 hours. Today I'm stopping here. I'll talk about actions and action reasons tomorrow. Along with that, I'll try to complete this one also. I thought of completing both this one and these pages today, but unfortunately I was unable to do that. If any questions as of now on the concepts what I have taught today, please let me know.
No, sir. If you could give us the instance to practice, that'd be great because the instance isn't working.
Okay. I understand that. Is that instance is not working? Oh, sorry. You asked the URL, right? I'm sorry. I'm giving it to you every time. I don't know why you're not keeping it with you. Yeah, I have given username and password. I have given the URL. Use this. You got it right, Abhi?
Yes, but it's not working. Oh, now it's working. Thank you.
Yeah, it is some issues will be there, but it will work for more time. Please work on that when it is working. Okay. I can't leave my client instance. Please don't ask that. Okay. Please never use the client instance. If you use that, it will impact my job. Okay. Please keep that in mind and act accordingly. Okay. I'm just believing you. That's the reason I'm copying the password in front of you and password is pasting in front of you. Please never use that. You understand, right? Munir J, Avinash and Abhi J. Please try to understand. Never use my client instance. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it for today. I thought of completing so many things, but unfortunately, I was unable to do that. Yeah, let's go on in space. If something is not understandable, please let me know. I'll try to say that again, but don't try to ask the same again. If I said the same thing for 3 or 4 times, please don't try to ask again. You can go through the videos, it will be better for you. I mean, the class will go somewhat faster. Okay, any questions? No, right? Yeah, bye for the day, and we'll connect again tomorrow.
Okay, Shrimak, bye. Good night.
Bye bye. Good night.